Yeah, you're a good one. You were a real good one because I would have called the police.
I thought about all that afterwards. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I should have kept it because I deleted the whole video. And when you delete it, you can't get it back.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, okay. I found him online and all that type of stuff. I went through a bunch of loops and holes and seen a bunch of that type of stuff. But yeah.
I would have been like, so real quick. No, this is the Libra petty in me. I would have like Google Earth his ass and then send him like an email and be like, oh, so I see you're actually next door to Dunkin' Donuts. Like I would have.
He comments on a lot of Reddit posts and a lot of YouTube videos about other stuff. So what I did was went to some of those things and then typed under his comments something slick that I wasn't supposed to tell. Because what my ancestral guides was trying to tell me is give this to us and don't engage so much. So that's what I did eventually. But
but right now, in this moment, guides, I'm gonna need to go ahead and
be a little human. Because I don't mind petty. Petty is okay. Petty is good for the feathers. So it's and you started it. I didn't start this.
You start none. There will be none. But however, he started.
That's how it works.
I need a good tongue pop. Damn it. Okay. When I force the tongue pop, it doesn't happen. Hi, guys. You see, Johnie and I are just chit-chatting, flim-flamming.
Y'all walked in the room.
I like clicked the go live as we were like smack dab in the middle of a conversation. Hi, guys. Happy Friday night. What is it, December 2nd? 3rd, 4th, 24th? Oh, shit, I forgot to call my grandmother for her birthday.
I missed all my kids' birthdays.
Shoot.
They were all last month. They're all a week apart. And every time I'd walk through the room, my brother said, oh, do you know it was such and such birthday? Them children is grown. I don't keep up their birthday because I don't buy them nothing no more. So
And my uncle, God bless him, like we have a family chat. And he's like, it's mom's birthday. She's 85. And like nobody replied. I'm like, as if we don't care, we'll get to her. And then I'm like, shit, I'm gonna just call her tomorrow and be like, happy birthday. She's 85 and has Alzheimer's. She'll probably think it's her birthday that day anyway. So
yeah. She's like, what are you calling me for?
Mind you, to this day, once a month, this heifer will call me at 1:42 in the afternoon, talking about why, and then leaves a voice message cussing me out because I didn't answer the phone. I'm like, it's 1:42 on a Tuesday at work.
50 years ago, you used to be in the same position, and I'm pretty sure you would have been at work too.
I work, grandma, like, and then I had to snitch and tell on her to her children. I was like, y'all mothers got one more chance to call me in the morning. Leaving these terse voice messages, like, and then texting me afterwards, like, call me. I'm like, who taught this woman how to text?
You just called me. We've had the conversation already. We're done.
I'm like, Grandma, I love you, but for crying out loud, it's the middle of the damn day.
I don't call no. See, that's what you get the reputation for not calling nobody, then nobody calls you. So I'm good.
That's,
You don't have to call me on my birthday. Because the next day it won't be my birthday and I'll forget all about it too. So
and not to mention I have to have an obligatory conversation with you about you on my birthday. There's never like, oh, what you doing for your birthday? It's like, oh, I'm great. And then it's like, yeah, so listen, let me and then it ends up going in about Ray, Nuck, Bobo, and Two Feather. And I'm just like, can I get off the phone now?
I'm saying, you called me and I didn't want to have a conversation. And then you asked me about myself all of 2 seconds and then went into what you wanted to talk about. No, we're not doing this. No.
and I know I sound like petty and like god awful and I should be glad that people call me from I am. I'm grateful, but you can send me a text. Like I'm almost 40.
I mean, you can.
Okay. all the calls.
We edit this.
We got enough people in, so just a couple housekeeping. We're just here to have fun tonight. I know sometimes we just need a little break from the political and the Trump and the Trumpets and the Trumpnellas. So we're just gonna do. We're just gonna start. I don't know. Johnie and I have no plan, and that's my fault because it's whoever owns the live stream is supposed to own the plan.
That's why I didn't have one. Now, what I can do.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm making a diagram.
Oh, let's do this, you guys.
So I'm using 5 different decks, right?
Okay.
How many do you have?
2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 out, but I could commit to whatever number you need me to commit to.
Well, you do what you want to do, but this is what I was thinking. So in the middle, let me see here. So in the middle, I was figuring this is something to address.
Okay.
This is something on your mind. Wait, this is a work in progress because I really didn't have no plans. So I'm thinking this is positive. This is negative.
So we've got environment, so say that one more time.
Wait a minute. I'm still working that out too.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to 2 for 5, 6, because you've got 1, 2, 3, you've got 5. I'm gonna do 6, 7, and we'll do because I'll do 6, 7, 8. And okay, keep going.
I like the word environment. I'm gonna put environment down here too.
Okay, so is that gonna be 1?
No, I'm actually gonna call it influence.
Yes, influence.
Influence.
Okay.
So this will be situation.
Okay.
This is the crappiest piece of paper on.
And if you can see my little flim-flam-o Riri.
I'm like literally drawing a box, and it's not. It's just.
That's more beautiful than what I've got going on right
Sweet
now.
Mary and Joseph. Okay, so
we got influence, situation.
Influence, situation, or whatever, and then maybe advice for the last card.
Okay.
So I got. This is what I got.
Okay.
I got situation.
Okay.
So this is what you face mainly here, Taurus, whoever you are.
Okay.
The influence on your situation.
Okay.
This is actually, no, that's not going to work either. Because this is positive and negative. So this is your influence because that's what's positive and negative about it.
Okay.
So this would be like positive, negative, and neutral. No. So it's positive, negative. These are your influences. I actually want to change that around then. That's your influence. So positive, negative. Okay, then we'll just take you out. So I don't need it at all. So we have 4.
Okay.
So I have the situation, positive, negative, advice.
Okay.
I got it. And then these go back in the box.
Negative. Situation, positive, negative, advice. I've got the energy around it, which would be the chakras.
Okay.
We'll do. I know what we're gonna do. Can we do a shadow?
Oh.
We'll do a shadow.
And
then the last card, we can do a wild card. So it could be humor. It could be humor. It could be guides, because I've got a guides deck. It can be.
And by shadow, is this like unknown influence?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So that'll be my 5th one again.
Okay. Because I got the best. I got a really good deck for a shadow. We got humor, guides. We can do humor, message from guides. Thank y'all for bearing with us as we work through this, because we really were just chit-chatting and talking about turkey nuts and stalkers. We should have done this. Message from guides, yes, humor, and then we could do, we'll do health and rest, because I got a good deck for that. Okay. We worked this out. So now here's the next important question. Do we want to go just down the zone?
That's how I usually do it, so I don't get lost. But then again, I'm gonna write it down anyway. If you want to just,
because I always have to have my phone with me and have the little app up because I'm like, wait, what do again?
I just remembered them by the suits, so I always go Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and then Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and so forth and so forth, so forth.
We're just so organized. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up though on the other side because I know I'm gonna mess this up.
But however you want to do,
we just gonna have fun, darn it. Let's do some more housekeeping. So housekeeping number 1, we didn't know how we are gonna do it. We're gonna have fun. So now we know how we're gonna do it. We're gonna have fun. 2, thank you, Johnie, for coming out, for hanging out with me tonight.
Absolutely.
I love doing the zodiac, the signs, but I just was like, let me switch it up and do something different this month and go live. And I was like, I don't like going live by myself, so let's have some fun. Thank you, friend, for showing up.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you. Third, housekeeping. Let's just you have until midnight tonight if you want to enter the Rad Rent Rental 2K giveaway. I have I think we've got 70 something names. Who is we? There's no we, it's me. There's 70 something names. So thank you guys so much. Have until midnight tonight. I will draw a name tomorrow and then post it on the community tab. It is a free 30-minute tarot reading. It will be recorded via Zoom, so we'll get to see each other's smiley faces and have a personalized tarot reading. And that's my way of saying thank you to I think I'm at 2,045 people. So thank you guys so very, very, very much. Couple of people in the room. Thank you to all my moderators. Thank you. I see Jace is here. Hey, friend. How are you? Hugs and kisses to you. We've got Jen Lynn. Hey, girl. Hi, Jen Lynn. We got
hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. Desiree, Carmen. We've got Nini. We just got a whole bunch of you guys in here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. You know how we'll do. We'll talk about tarot and then we may talk about food. So just hang in, hang tight, and have fun. That's how this is about to go. So let's get it started. So we're going to go ahead, December, January. We'll start January. Let's go with Aquarius. Aquarius, you're going to die, girl. No, I'm just kidding. I always hear Whoopi Goldberg's, when I decided to do this, I kept seeing Whoopi Goldberg from, what was that movie? Ghostesses?
You in danger, girl.
You in danger, girl. I always think that when I do. So let's do it in our order then. So start with situation, positive, negative, advice, and then I'll do and then I'll go. Is that okay?
Okay.
That way?
So.
Or do you want me to start and then we can go backwards?
Well, I'm gonna do situation, positive, negative, advice, and I'll pull a shadow at the end. Or do you want to both pull a shadow at the end?
We'll have fun.
I'll pull those 4, and then we'll both pull a shadow card at the end and see what we get for it.
Sounds good. Okay, so 4, 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll both effectively do 4.
So Aquarius.
You in danger, girl.
Aquarius. So there is communications that you need to do because you are kind of in over your head a little bit here. And it is okay to not know things. It is okay to not realize that, well, no, it's not okay not to realize, but it's okay not to know things, but you have to come to the realization, because here's the advice. The realization card. You have the birds, which is talking. You have the maiden, which is naivety, but this is also, you have an exuberant spirit about something it is you want to do. But you also have to consult here with the co-create card. You have to consult people who know a little more. It's okay to not know everything and come to the realization that you need help. Asking for help is the hardest thing in the world to do after saying sorry. So realize that you need help here, Aquarius, and whatever this new project, new venture, whatever it is that you're trying to go forward with, ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting.
so aligns perfectly with what I'm getting for your chakra health. So for your energy, you're getting 2 solar plexus chakra cards and a crown chakra card. Particularly for your solar plexus is your house of fire. It's your house of action. That's why it's the yellow color. It's that fire, going and doing something. A well-balanced solar plexus chakra, you're going to be assertive. You're going to go and be able to do whatever it is you need to do. Under balanced solar plexus chakra, you're going to be a pushover. You just, and physically, you'll have a lot of tummy aches, a lot of gas. I have a really good friend who has a problem with her solar plexus chakra. Sometimes she calls me from the bathroom at work because she's farting and crying because her tummy hurts because she can't. She's having a hard time balancing her solar plexus chakra. Overactive solar plexus chakra, you'll see somebody, a narcissist, somebody who has no boundaries. They're very aggressive. What Johnie said makes sense. Right now, you need to work on your inner strength. Okay, so what is your inner strength? Using your solar plexus chakra and actually pulling up strength inside of you to tackle those things and address those things that you need to do. This is within you. Stop looking for your power outside of you. Use that inner strength in you to actually do the darn thing, girl or boy, and get it done, right? Also divine wisdom. Jen Lynn, you made me laugh. I was trying to be serious. Yes, my friend is like Rudy. If y'all did not see that video, he is in court just ripping and flatulating. Everybody around him is like,
he got 2 solar plexus chakras. That's right.
Or his 19 stomachs.
Never mind. Never mind an overactive one. He just must have 2.
Just kidding, So I'm sorry. I was like, be serious, but don't laugh at her comment. Screw it, laugh. So don't be like Rudy Giuliani. Basically, use your inner strength. Stop going around you to do whatever it is you need to do. Also, if you are scared and don't know how to proceed, just know that divine wisdom. Ask for divine wisdom, which ties perfectly with this crown chakra card. Speak to source, speak to God, all of the creators, all the Orishas. Talk to them, ask them for that divine wisdom, okay, to help you move forward and do all the things that you need to freaking do. And that's it. You want to both pull a shadow card real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's in the shadow? What's hiding? What's lurking? Freedom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's really driving you, and you may not be aware, is this quest for freedom. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Okay? Don't mess with somebody who's got nothing to lose, because then you will quickly lose everything you've got. Bloop. Okay? What you're really trying to do is you're craving freedom. Everything that is the catalyst for what you're doing is because you want to be outside of a box that you've put yourself in. Okay? Take note of that. Where are you boxing yourself in? So you can stop putting that fortress around you and then confining everybody else around you in a box.
Yep, I got Shilling GL. This is trying to find something. This is, again, goes with freedom. Trying to find something good in a situation that you cannot change. So when you are inside of a situation you cannot change, the one thing you want to change is that situation. If you learn to adapt to your surroundings, adapt to the thing you cannot change, in lies your freedom. In lies you now giving yourself permission to be happy until you can change what you can change. Mm-hmm. But it takes some realization, back to that again, to understand that, oh, okay, so this is going to be crappy for a minute and then I'll be done. But in that, you're not each day going, oh my God, this is horrible. Oh my God, oh my God. Like, you know, once you get over that hump, then you'll be fine. So yes.
Yeah.
That's a desire for freedom. search, get it.
You'll get it. Another good way to get it. So we're going to do the wild card. The wild card I pick is from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. It's called Connect with Your Fire. And I think that is perfect because you got 2 solar plexus chakra cards, which is all about fire. Okay. Connect with that fire for you guys is going to be actually connect in with your inner power, connect with your strength. This also works beautifully too, because it is winter. At least for most of us, it's the winters. You can actually build a fire in your fireplace. Do a burning ritual if you need to with that fireplace. Write down everything that is not serving you that you want to get rid of and throw them little pieces of paper in the damn fireplace. Or say be gone with it. Done. Next, moving forward. Aquarius, you in trouble, girl. You in trouble, girl. Next is our emotional Pisces. I work for a Pisces. One of my sisters is a Pisces.
I don't know any. I think I know one. I always attract water signs, which is an odd thing because I'm not an emotion-driven person. And I can't, I mean, I can relate. Well, never mind. I can understand a person driven on emotions. I don't relate necessarily, but I understand. But we never really have full-blown conversations because at some point, you're going to be emotional and I'm going to think, this just took a weird turn. Why are we crying now? All of a sudden?
Somebody gets mad at me because I'm looking at it too logically and they're trying to be emotional about it. And then next thing you know, I'm the jackass because I was rational one. And I'm just like, how are you not upset?
I'm not Oprah. I'm sorry. I didn't come here to make you cry.
I'm crying as a result of what the truth I just dropped for you.
I mean, I'm not, Jimmy Fallon either. I'm not going to make noises while you cry. I'm trying to make you laugh, but I'm going to sit there awkwardly. That's what we're going to do.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
I love my sister who's the Pisces because I swear to God, she lives in her own little world. It's like this fantasy world that I'm like, are we allowed to come visit your world? Or like, how does this, how she sees situations is the most fascinating thing.
I'm like, wait a minute, how did we get here?
How did we get here? And
breadcrumbs, please, because I'm lost.
You do realize the rest of the world does not operate.
That's the Gemini brain, though. It's a whole bunch of stuff up here. I don't know where it came from.
But it's not emotionally driven like a Pisces.
No.
I love Pisces. Don't get me wrong. I love my sister. I call her for advice all the time, but she lives in her own little fantasy world. What you got, Johnny?
So Pisces, there is a bit of material that you need to tend to the details this month. I get the Clover. This is about luck and opportunity. There is an opportunity a-coming. The Mystic Circle abilities will be enhanced, but this is also your circle of not necessarily religion, but whatever it is that you can cling to and say that this is something outside of me. So it could be tarot, it could be whatever it is, but this is my mystical area. This is not the logical part of life. This is the mystical part of life. And then yin, this is the thing that supports. This is not the thing that commands or controls. This is the thing that supports. And then you have nourishment. So take care of the details. Take care of home. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Take care of whatever it is that you could be neglecting as of last month. Don't repeat that this month, because then that goes into a downward spiral. And then the next thing you know, you're in February and you feel drained and you don't know why. You feel upset and you don't know why. You feel off balance and you don't know why. The people around you irritate you faster and you don't know why. There's a whole bunch of basically chakra health. So pay attention to these things and to pay attention to those details. Pay attention to the details of life that surround you.
Yeah.
Not necessarily everybody in the world.
Stop paying attention to what they're doing. That don't matter right now. What matters right now is you and your house, your health, your checking account, your car, your refrigerator.
don't get, you know, trying to take care of Ray Ray. It's gonna get you messed up. So.
Ray Ray won't be. Tell Ray Ray to call Tyrone.
Just right now.
Ray Ray will be fine. So what are some other things you need to pay attention to, Pisces? You're getting some heart chakra with love, okay? Your heart chakra is your ability to give and receive love openly. Giving love without expectation, receiving love without guilt. There's, and you guys know, there's a lot more to all of the chakras. My goal in life is to make it as simple and rememberable as possible. So I try to give you the broad strokes, okay? Pay attention to your heart chakra. Pisces, this makes sense as a water sign. You put so much of your emotion into situations, it can and will impact your ability to give love right now. Are you hurt? Is somebody pissing you off? Don't pay attention to Ray Ray and what Ray Ray did. Ray Ray's going to be Ray Ray. How do you feel about what Ray Ray did? Ray Ray can't love you because Ray Ray can't love himself. Love you and yourself, because what you don't want to do is get stuck in this perpetual pattern where you're blocked because you're loving the wrong people, giving energy to the wrong people when all of that energy needs to be given to yourself. Work on your heart chakra, not for them, but for you. Why? Because part of that is your life's purpose, your throat chakra, your ability to speak divine truth and listen to divine messages. I'm using Ray Ray again because I love that example, Johnny. Ray Ray say can't hurt you because it's not divine truth. It is not from source. It is not aligning to your life purpose. Plain and simple, okay? Block out what doesn't align with your life purpose, what you don't need to hear. Well, Adrian, you're probably asking, hey, pray tell, how do I know if it's my life purpose, if the messages I need to hear align with myself? You're also getting the crown chakra. This is spiritual awakening. Talk to source. Meditate. When you're aligned with source, can't nothing penetrate that shell, because you are getting your messages and communicating with source and aligning and living your higher power. So focus on getting those messages and working on that crown chakra, so everything you hear is going to align with your life purpose. And don't let outside influences mess up your heart chakra. I had a boss once that said the best thing to me, because some of them call center children were getting on my nerves and I was getting ready to snap. And she pulled me aside and she said, don't ever let anybody mess with your paper, boo-boo. And I was like, and I got myself together. I was like, you know what? Don't ever let anybody mess with your paper. For those of you who don't understand the urban vernacular, don't let somebody put you in a situation where you can get fired.
Because I said in one of them live streams that we did, I said, this was prior to voting. I said, here's the thing you have to keep in mind. You have to look at this person who is irritating you to the point of even violence and think to yourself, are you worth my bail money?
Exactly.
Because I could be buying all kind of beans and greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rams, hogs, dogs, chickens, turkeys. But no, I'm gonna spend my bail money on this food. No, don't do that.
It's not worth it.
You know how much stuff you can buy?
Whew. Not to mention when you because again, when you're detained, you're just sitting at the police station. But when you're arrested and booked, you in the tank. And you got to sit in the tank. Don't ask me how I know this. Johnny,
do you really want to be that person? No.
No. That's not a good look, okay? I said all of that to say, don't let anybody mess with your heart chakra, okay? Don't let them, like she told me, don't let anybody mess with your paper, boo-boo. Don't let anybody mess with your heart chakra. That is you. You own that. Do not get yourself in a place where you're resentful or hate or hurt because of somebody else's actions. It's just not worth it. Nope. What is our shadow for the night?
Well, it kind of goes with what I was saying here. I had the take care of yourself. That way you are not going overtime and becoming a more sour person. And then I got the Remph, the angel of time.
Yeah.
Which is take care of now, but nourish you. You are the most important thing that you take outside this house, outside of wherever it is that you are. When you take it into work, you're the most important thing there. Why? Because if you crash down, if you break down, can't nobody help you but you.
Nobody.
And so when you go into places, you don't need to go into places broken, because those people are not responsible for fixing you. Exactly. When you leave your house, be whole. Nourish you first.
I've got nothing else to add to that. No, I'm just kidding. Well said. Thank you so much for the super chat, the face painter. That's so very sweet of you. May that generosity be returned to you immediately tenfold, my friend. And same message. I get love. Don't stop projecting out the love that you feel you deserve. Project inward the love that you think you deserve. Give it to yourself. Side note, Jen Lynn says she didn't want to be in a cell next to Rudy eating beans, because then he's gonna just fart all over you. Goya beans.
Them Trumps don't eat nobody Goya beans.
Don't eat nobody Goya beans, boo-boo.
Like they don't eat bushes. They know they eat bushes.
Straight out the can.
You know you got some bushes baked beans in your cupboard.
You didn't even try to add no seasoning, no ham hock. You didn't try to put no mustard in it, no, what do you call it, brown sugar. You didn't try to stir it. And put that pan in the oven and bake them. It's baked beans.
Delicious baked beans. Go ahead.
Beans. You just ate them straight out the pan. So that was our Pisces. Next up is Aries, the bull. Or Taurus, the bull. Aries is the lamb, right? The oxen, the butt, what do you call it?
The ram.
The ram. Yeah, Aries is the ram. So let's take a look at Aries.
And the god of war.
And I love Aries because they will start a war for your ass. And will help you carry it.
They won't come at you.
Woo! It will help you carry it across the finish line. Love my Aries. So for those of you who are just tuning in, thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I'm thanking Johnie from Taurus Apprentice for helping me do my monthly oracle readings. We're just doing them live together. For those of you who are wondering the order we're going in, Johnny's pulling first. He's pulling what's the current situation, what's the positive and the negative on the situation, and then giving you some advice. I'm following up with
that has changed.
That's changed?
Yeah. I ain't been doing that this whole time. I just been picking up cards and talking.
And then I'm like, have I been paying attention? I've been paying attention because I'm tying in, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense of what I got. Where the hell have I been? The last 33 minutes of my own damn
changed my whole thing once I started talking. The whole script just went out. That's why I put it over there. It doesn't mean anything anymore. The shadow, I'm still doing the shadow though.
I still got the shadow, and then I've got the fun card at the end. Oh shoot! I didn't pull a fun card at the end for
Aquarius. No, Pisces.
For Pisces. Pisces. Let's do a spirit card for you. Let's see what your spirit guides. See, I'm glad I screwed up. We can go back and fix this. Okay. All right. So, Pisces, we were not going to give you the shaft. Blame the head, not the heart. Here's a message from your spirit guides. Thank you, Tawana, so much for the super chat. May that be returned to you immediately. Okay. Pisces, this is great. Claim your art. Claim your art. Use that sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is part of thing tied to it is creativity. Tie into that sacral chart. That was that sacral chart. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, Lord. They could be sacral, I guess.
No, I can't have a giggle attack now. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. So it never fails when the words come out crazy. I'm either on YouTube or I'm leading a conference call. I'm so sorry. Use your art as part of your sacral chakra, or if you need to shart, just do it over here. Whatever works for you.
You do you. You do you, boo.
And if you, but whatever it is, make it artful, make it beautiful.
Damn you, Pisces.
I'm so embarrassed.
My glasses falling down.
It takes a lot to embarrass. I don't get embarrassed easily. But I don't understand. I've only had 3 sips of wine.
No, wait a minute.
Perfect tongue pop right there. Okay. Pisces, I apologize because that feels like it wasn't. I promise. It was. I did not. Okay. Pisces right now that just started, and y'all, I'm sorry. Okay. We're gonna get it together in a minute. I promise. Sacral shirts in 2020.
No.
Lenny, I'm making a shirt. And you're gonna get some of the proceeds. Okay, I promise. We're getting there. Aries, the ram. Oh my gosh, Katie, the energy worker. Thank you so much. Y'all,
wait a minute. I need some water sign. Right.
Woo! Okay, we're gonna
crackling noise of these plastic bottles.
Oh my god. We're 2 signs in and this is already I'm so sorry. I done messed up the order we're going in.
This was planned. This was planned.
This was planned, yes. Y'all know I love a good poop joke. It just worked out. Oh, Desiree, you didn't miss anything. I just accidentally said shart. Instead of sacral and art. Okay. We're getting together. I'm sweating so bad. I'm glad I'm wearing a black shirt because I'd have pit stains so bad right now. Okay, Aries. You're next. The ram. I was saying earlier, the best advice I could ever give you from Aries is when you're encountering them, if you start none, there will be none. But if you start some,
because they're very nice people.
They're beautiful people.
I have a lot of Aries in my life, actually.
My warriors, like, you know how everybody has that person, and thank you so much, Desiree, for the super chat. May that generosity be returned to you tenfold. Everybody, like, I'm not the only person. Everybody's got like a list of people in their phone where if crap pops off and you need to round a posse, like, okay, they're on speed dial. Of my 5 posse, 3 are Aries, because I know they're not going to ask no questions. What time? Yo, knuck if you buck. What time are we riding out? You know.
I think you always, and this don't take this advice, y'all, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway for you to take. It's not a bad thing to always have at least one person in your life that really likes you, but don't know nothing about Jesus and don't care nothing about going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that person you can call and be like, you know what just happened, and they already there committing crimes. Because there's just certain people in this world, and we have them too, that you don't mess with. Like that's my person right there that I would protect. Yep. That person. Like they stay too sweet, they too nice, and you try to run over them with your nasty behavior, I'm coming after you.
Yep.
Claws and fangs.
Yep.
That's an Aries.
Because if you start none, there will be none.
But they didn't bother you.
They didn't bother you. They were the most loving, kind, gentle person in the world, sitting in their corner minding their own P's and Q's, beans and cone bread. So you took that foolishness to them, and then you sit in the corner wondering why your feelings hurt. You should have gone there with the Aries, my friend. Okay. All right, Bonnie, what you got for Aries? Since we're not going in an order now, do you want me to go first?
So for Aries, I do have you are blocked at the moment, and you need to figure out why. Here with the crossroads, there are multiple ways you can go, but assessment is needed. Here we have hindrance. Something is blocking you specifically. So right now it's time for the pros and cons list. The observer. This is something now you need to step back and look at. Again, the story of my 2020 is stop, be quiet, yes, and listen. Amen. In your in particular case, because you have realization here in your for your advice card, you need to stop and assess, then decide. Yep. Because there is something blocking you. There is something in the way, but it is something specific. This is not a nebulous type thing. This is something real, physical, whatever it is that you can sort out. So a fire sign is a problem solver too. So get on it and solve it.
Yep. And if you need help, that's so beautiful. Stop instead of collaborate. It's stop what and listen. Stop, be silent and listen.
Stop, be silent and listen. This one I got stop and assess and decide.
Stop, assess, and decide. How can you stop and assess and decide? Okay. One way you can do it is heart math. Put your hand on your heart. Talk to your heart. Get that connection with yourself. This is all about your heart chakra. This is about universal oneness, love, interconnection, and support. Know when you put your hand in your heart and you take a deep breath and you dial into that heart chakra, love will help guide. Love for yourself, love for humanity, love for your brothers and sisters. We are all one. That will help you decide which action to take. Am I going to hurt myself and my fellow man, or am I going to help the situation? Are we going to come up together? Okay. Throat chakra, through well. Again, sometimes to get where you need to go, you need to open your mouth and ask for directions or ask for help. A closed mouth will not get fed. Ask. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss Jody. I appreciate you.
Hi, Jody.
Hi, Jody. And then the last thing you need to do is check in with yourself. Your solar plexus chakra is coming up. Self-esteem. Our self-esteem will be our worst damn enemy. It will stop you from doing a whole bunch of mess you need to be doing because you have a lot of doubt in yourself. Or it will cause you to do some real stupid stuff, like you think you real cute and then put on some high heels and some pumps and go talk to that boy across the street and come in to find out that you weren't really paying attention because he was married the entire time. You weren't looking, like pay attention, dial into yourself. Okay. Self-esteem. Don't let your lack of confidence, self-worth, or pride get you messed up and stop you from taking those necessary actions. Stop. Say the other two again.
Stop, something and something. I forget. My spiritual messages have already come out. Stop, assess, and decide.
Stop, assess, and decide. If your solar plexus, if your low self-esteem stopping you from stopping, assessing, and deciding what steps you need to take next. For shadow work, I get accomplishment. Okay. Stop attaching huge, big moments as a way to view accomplishment. Sometimes accomplishment is just waking up and not slapping your boss today. You don't always have to go buy the biggest house or hit that goal of saving all of this money to feel accomplished. It is the day-to-day getting up, being proud of yourself, and moving forward. That what you need, that is accomplishment. It's not the big goal. You got the big goal, but how many steps did you have to take to get to the big goal? Celebrate all the big and small things that happen in your life. It's about that gratitude energy.
Yeah, I get Danu, creation. So this this goes into you problem solving for yourself and then creating your own way. Mm-hmm. Fire sign is an action sign. This is an action sign. You can get this done. You don't need a whole lot of outside help, but it's okay to ask for help naturally. Mm-hmm. But put some thought into it. You got it. You got this.
So let's pull a petty card from the, I forgot the name of this deck already, but a lot of people have it. So as soon as I pull up the card, you will see it. Some more advice, okay? If you got a feeling you just can't shake, right? So listen to your intuition, purple, with your third eye chakra. If you've got a feeling you can't shake, things are going down and like, it's just this reoccurring feeling, this nagging feeling. If that little voice is inside of you that's nagging, listen to that shit. Okay, stop brushing it off, because what you're doing, on a serious note to that, is you are not honoring your contract. You're not honoring your own intuition. You're not listening to your spirit guides who are trying to give you the message. That little nagging voice in you, listen to that shit. It's trying to help you in trouble, girl. It's trying to help your ass, okay? All right, terrific Taurus. Y'all are up next.
Taurus.
My BFF is a Taurus. She hasn't told me yet in 20 years. God bless her. She another one that's on that list with the bail money, who don't ask no questions. She'll wait until after she bails me out, and then she's gonna ask me a slew of questions.
That's what I was about to say. My Taurus asks way too many questions, but they do beforehand.
What the fuck was you doing?
Right, homie.
How'd you end up in the baseball? How'd you end up in the back seat with the baseball bat, Adrian? It happened like that, you know? I'll go ahead and get us kicked off. Energy-wise, you've got, I always feel like, because YouTube is so funny, some of these cards have nudity, so I always feel like I got to cover up the nippy. So you're getting sacral chakra with sexuality. Your sacral chakra, one of the things attached to your sacral chakra is your house of pleasure. So, hoot, scoot, and boot it. Do what you need to do, because one thing about repressed sexual energy, that will back up on you, and you will end up, next thing you know, you outside running through the bushes butt naked trying to hug a squirrel. That's not a good look. Okay. If you have no one to hoop, scoot, and boogie with, you always do hoop, scoot, and boogie with yourself. I'll never know what that means. I'm just saying sexuality, openness, it's not just necessarily about the hoot, scoot, and boogie, right? It is also about openness, sharing. It's about that connection and creating an intimacy with someone. You can be, sometimes it is way more difficult for me to share something than it is for me to pull out a titty. It just is. So what this card is really asking is, how deep are you willing to go for the sake of being truly intimate with someone? Okay. Connection card again with that heart chakra. So while you're trying to be intimate, use your heart chakra to find that love and that deep connection. And then also intuition. If you are scared to connect with someone, talk to your guides, listen to your third eye. Is it that you're scared just from being scared, or is it that you're not hugging up on them because you're scared they may have the clap and you may not want to catch it? For entertainment purposes only, but that's what you guys are getting, Taurus. What you got, Johnny?
So I get commitment, the first card. So we're kind of going in the same direction here. But I'm going to take another step and say there is a personal awakening that you need first. It is very easy. Like the song says from India, Aries, it is very easy to find someone to play with.
Show is.
Almost anyone will do to fill your idle time. So you can find someone to play with here with the wolf. This is the person who is not in sheep's clothing. They really are a bad situation. But, you know, sometimes the motorcycle, the leather jacket thing is what you're looking for, even though that's not what you need.
Yeah.
Here you have happy. As you see, there is a lock here. She's standing on an egg. So there is some self-awakening. You need to go inside of that place that shields you, or go inside that place that you are born into, or the place that you can go for some sense of security, and figure out what's there, what's in there, what's about there. How do you become happy on the inside?
Yeah.
That way you do not chase the wolf. And then you have the right type of focus. You have the right type of direction. You do not chase the thing that you feel you need because you already have what you need in here. Now you can just go after wants. But you have the intelligence and the emotional intelligence to do the right thing.
I'm going to have to take a sip on that one.
And my shadow is the matriarch. Rejection, consequences, and opportunities.
That's heavy. I feel like you need a sermon with that one card. Because I was like, wait a minute, were you talking directly to me, Jesus?
Like, wait a minute, bitch, this ain't about me. What is we doing?
Sorry. Did
I have no read?
Right now. I'm trying to educate everybody, but you coming at me personally right now.
Hey, what are you doing?
Okay, we're gonna go ahead, and my shadow card is Mother Goddess. Again, connecting to earth energy, connecting to yourself first. Like you were just same thing you were saying, Johnny. Stop looking outside. Stop trying to chase the motorbike dude. You may need something else. Honor that Mother Goddess energy in you. Let's get I'll do one more wild card. We're going to do a message from your spirit guides. Correct your mistakes. Okay. Sometimes all it takes to correct a mistake is just eating a big piece of humble pie and saying, I'm sorry. Say it to yourself first. Start there first. And then the rest will take care of itself. Gemini. Ooh, I didn't mean to scare you and drop your cards.
Nervousness flew out too. That's what that was. Oh Lord. Okay.
Gemini's air sign. Gemini. Number 5 on my list is Gemini. Well, okay. Actually, I lied. Number 5 on that ride or die list. Gemini is actually the contingency. They're the 6th. Because I depend on what side of the Gemini personality I get when I make that phone call. I may have to have a backup plan. Jason said Jace has dated many a Gemini in her day.
Because they're nice people, but
Beautiful people.
in here, you don't. Sometimes that's just not the place you want to walk into, because it's like, where you get that from? Them are some thoughts. Jesus, I think you need 2 therapists.
From both.
If you sit on the couch, one need to be on this end and that end, because you 2 kinds of crazy.
I mean, really, I love my homegirl. I'm gonna say her name. Fuck it. My homegirl Courtney in Dallas. Sometimes I even have to look at her and be like,
so we're up to 3 medications this month.
and I couldn't. And then she'd get mad at me for going, I couldn't wait for freaking losing, my dude.
Like you came out your mouth like you ain't crazy. Okay.
It didn't though. Let me do something crazy. You're crazy.
Good judgmental. Yes, absolutely. Oh.
But I love Courtney. I love the rest of my Geminis. My niece and nephew are Geminis. I used to take it personally because my niece would be, I never really dealt with Geminis until my niece. And so one day she's all up on you, all over you, huggy, kissy, and lovey. And then the next day she wants nothing to do with you. And I would take that so personally, like, oh my God, what did I do? She's a 2-year-old. I'm like, or she was 2 at the time. I'm like, did a 2-year-old really just get me in my feelings? And I had a really good friend, and she's like, Adrian, she's a Gemini. Don't take it personally. It has nothing to do
Jekyll
with
and Hyde.
yeah. And once I understood that, game changer. I never took her personally again. I was like, oh, okay.
The people I used to work with, because I was Sybil, apparently, the bipolar one. And I'm like, people look at me, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Straight stone face, like I just killed somebody and stuffed them in the freezer in the back. Ain't nothing wrong with me, resting bitch face and all, but that's ain't nothing wrong with me. But you was laughing and joking 2 minutes ago. Okay. That was 2 minutes ago.
That was 2 minutes ago, but right now is right now.
How about you stay in the past and then let me go this way?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Okay, but that kind of goes my message here.
Okay, go. Well, then deliver the sermon.
Gemini, you get the clouds. You get the oracle. You get time to go. There are some things that you need to accept are not going to improve. Your advice, acceptance. There are some things that are just not going to improve. Yes, you can get along with this person, get along with that person, but this in particular situation keeps you coming back because you can't seem to get this person to cooperate, or you can't get this in particular relationship to improve, or get this particular relationship to blossom or to evolve. That's okay. Everybody's not meant to be in your life forever. I always say the tree. And yes, before you send message, actually this ain't my channel, so I can say it anyway.
Say it.
Because there's some people who send me messages about science when I say metaphors, because metaphors are not meant to be scientific. So there is a tree. There are branches, there are roots, and there are leaves. Leaves are decoration. I know they're not really decoration. Somebody sent me a thing about photosynthesis once, so that's why I had to say they're decoration. They're meant to fall and go away because they are meant to be there for a season. They will come back. They may look different, but they will come back. Yeah. The roots will be there forever. Everybody is not a root. Exactly. Branches fall in the storm. When things get a little too heavy, they fall and they go away. But your roots will be there. Those are the things that support you. Everybody is not a root. There are some things. You're at the oracle. This is your advice. This is the thing that is telling you in the inside, because Gemini, you're very prescient. You're very perceptive. You're very all that good stuff because you rule with your mind. But it's telling you already. The signs are there. Open your eyes and see them. And then my shadow card, Lady of Mask. Take it off. Everything is not as it seems. And you were all right. Except
this happened because we're reading on Gemini. You're a Gemini, and you always ask this question when this happens. Why is it that when there is what's the question you always ask me about chakras, Johnie?
I don't know. Oh, about why is one wrong or something wrong with one, and then it's automatically wrong with the other. Your sacral chakra, third eye chakra.
You get a third eye chakra, and third eye chakra. And just because Jim and I were reading on you, these two showed up today. First time that's happened tonight. So
solar plexus, not sacral. Solar.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right. Why is it that when you have an issue with your solar plexus, you're going to have an issue with your third eye? I'm going to keep this in layman's terms, okay? Your gut instinct also lives in your stomach, which is your solar plexus chakra. Gut instinct is tied to your intuition, which is part of your third eye chakra. If you do not listen or see something up here, it's going to mess up with your gut instinct in your gut, right? Same thing, if you gut feeling is going all crazy and you're trying to block it, I don't want to see it, something's going to hit you in the face because you're not looking for it, all right? They work together very, very well. So this is all about your psychic development. Keep working on your psychic development. We are all psychic beings. That's why we all have a third eye chakra, okay? Yes, some people like Johnie, a little bit more developed in theirs, but you can be like Johnie in a way too. It's called developing that psychic ability. It's called working on it, being in tune, psychic development for Geminis this month. When you get that psychic development, that's also going to help heal your soul. This is about soul healing. This is about taking the action from the psychic messages that you get and acting on it. Another reason why they're tied together, true story. Many, many, many years ago, how I even got into energy work was I had a friend who was an energy healer. She did a session on me. I was helping her, I was a guinea pig, and I was open to it. I was like, girl, why not? Okay. Changed my whole life. I wasn't ready, girl. I wasn't ready. She said I had a lot of stomach problems, always did. And actually the reason she was working on me, she was doing a healing before I was going in for a biopsy the next day. Okay. She said, Adrian, there's nothing wrong with your stomach. The biopsy is going to come out negative. You are not listening to your third eye. Therefore, you have a psychic ability that is so strong that you're ignoring. And because of that, your stomach is tore up. It is tight, it is in knots, because you're not working. You're not doing the action off of the messages you're getting. That's why my friend, when I told you earlier, would call me from the bathroom pulling a Rudy Giuliani. Knew what to do. She couldn't act on it. She was scared to act on it. What these cards are telling you is when you develop your psychic ability, it will soothe your soul. Your stomach will not be upset. Your solar plexus chakra will be at ease. You will be able to do the work. You will make decisions effortlessly. You'll be able to act effortlessly because you're tied together. You're tuned in. Okay. And between those two chakras, you also get your throat chakra. So again, the ability to speak and listen to divine truth. This is again about life purpose. Okay. Maybe your life purpose is to listen to them psychic messages and be a psychic hope. Do it. And it's okay. Because all the messages you get, they're not there to hurt you, even though they may initially seem a little scary. They're actually, in the long run, there to help you because they're from your guides and your psychic Rolodex team that's there waiting for you. Mm-hmm. Did you get a shadow card?
Yes, okay. I did. I got the Lady of Mass. That was my
shoot, you sure did. Because I blocked it out because it scared me because I thought it was something. We'll come back to that later. Okay. And I think this is so beautiful because it ties in with the chakras. You're getting inner harmony. Again, when you listen to yourself, when you trust yourself first over anything else, anything that comes after, you're going to be in peace because it's from the inside out. And for a petty card, you do you, boo-boo. Side note, when an African American says you do you, that means we vehemently disagree with the decision you're about to make. We do not like what you're about to do, and we know it.
That replaced. All right, then.
All right. So, yes, if you hear in African Americans say you do you, just know that we do not agree at all with what's about to happen. And then also don't call us to tell us how it went afterwards, because we know it went poorly, and we don't want to hear all that.
Because we was telling you in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And with the message with this is stop trying to change people. That shit never works.
Uh-huh.
Change yourself first. Work on yourself first.
That's why I say it. There's a relationship that just is not going to blossom. It's okay. You can't change nobody. Mm-hmm. If you could, everybody in the world would probably be who you wanted them to be, but then that wouldn't work either because they'd be trying to change you. So it's
not to mention I can't even change myself. There is a bag of chips in that cupboard right now. I want to eat, knowing that my 19 stomach is full. Oh, you got are those Mentos?
They are. They salty as. And I ate one, and then two at a time, and then it's.
Oh I love Munchos. That used to be my shit back in the day, dude.
They are not a regular potato chip for those who don't know. They kind of taste kind of like
air and salt.
Yes.
Like eating a not so crunchy loofah sponge.
No. It's got a that wonton shell is what it kind of reminds me of. It's very soft and just anyway, it's fabulous. And I sat here and ate that in cashews and there's actual food in the refrigerator and downstairs in the kitchen, but I sat up here and ate snacks all day staring at the snow melting.
You got Munchos. Munchos predates my popcorn obsession, friend. Like, both my colon does not like popcorn nor Munchos, but my mouth does. That's why I got 19 damn chins right now. Munchos in front of me.
I got a beard on mine, but it's still there. I can pull it and tie it in a French braid and everything. I
had a beard up until about 10 minutes ago before this live stream. Get it down, put on some makeup. Yeah. Did you know I hadn't even washed, like, so end of the year stress. I don't know, for those of y'all in corporate America, normally the end of the year for us at work is like quiet. You can hear crickets chirping. Not in 2020. No. I literally worked until like 10 something last night, went to bed, woke up at 8 o'clock, woke up and started working at like 7 this morning. I did not wash my face for the first time until right before our live stream. Brushed my teeth though. But hadn't even, I was like, that is so trifling. Like no job is worth you being tied down like that. You need to I need to reprioritize.
2020, we can go with the flow. This was my message for 2020. Just let it happen. Yep. And then 2021, learn from that. Yeah. Right now, we have to sort of just excuse it because it's a crap year. But
we gotta just remember the accomplishments card I pulled earlier. It's not the big I bought that dream car accomplishment that you need to celebrate. That's nice, but did you wake up? Did you feed yourself? Did you love on yourself? Did you take 10 minutes to go ground and walk with Mama Earth? That's a huge accomplishment. Did you get up and meditate today? That's an accomplishment. Celebrate those. I love how we're on Cancer, and I pulled every goddamn sacral chakra card in the damn deck. Cancers. Cancer. My aunt, who is a shrink, is a Cancer, and I find that very funny because Cancer is supposed to be super emotional, and she is the most even-keeled, non-emotional person I've ever met. Sacral chakra, your sacral chakra, one of the things earlier I talked about pleasure and joy and sexuality. Another thing about your sacral chakra is it's your house of emotions. And of course, for Cancer, the emotional sign, like Pisces, but Cancer is a little bit more emotional. I get the actual emotions card. Spirit has a freaking sense of humor. Also get the relationships card. So again, I told you I pull like every daggum sacral chakra card in this deck for you guys. Emotions are neither right nor wrong. They just are. They just are. Okay. Don't let your emotions get you messed up in your relationships. Okay. If you're irritated right now, you're just irritated right now. That doesn't mean that that irritation is going to last for a while. 2020 has been rough. Take a deep breath. Allow yourself to feel your feels, to have the emotions. But remember, the key to the sacral chakra is that balancing that mood. Okay. Don't let that affect your relationships. These are tied. I'm getting that these are tied together. That intimacy, that freedom, that acceptance. Okay. Basically, don't snap on your partners or your friends or your family and your loved one. Take a deep breath. The emotions don't own you and move on. Also, you get a third eye chakra card with the mind. Be flexible. You don't necessarily have to be rigid to messages, to perceptions, the images that you get through your third eye. It is okay to take a step back and kind of think of what are all the other meanings that that particular message could have. It's trying to, not everything's so black and white is what I'm getting. So when you get something, when you're working through your third eye chakra, be fluid with that. It makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you. And if it didn't, I'm sorry, but it makes
sense. I got patience. That's what I got for Cancer. I got patience. Now, you wouldn't think that when you see the cross. This is religion, or it can be pain and suffering, punishment. But why is it a symbol of punishment? Why is it a symbol of religiosity? Because this is apparently where they crucified Jesus Christos, Jesus Christ. And why was that happening? This was to alleviate the sins of mankind. It did not happen overnight, even though they crucified him. He did not die on the cross until the sin was laid upon him. Because a perfect being, which is what Jesus was reported to be, cannot die, because the wages of sin is death. The wages of sin. So he was not a sinful creature until he became a sinful creature. Then he died. Then he went to hell, where he stayed in hell for 3 days and kickboxed with the devil. And then he resurrected in all his glory. So it takes some patience. There is a huge process here with Between Worlds. You can't just jump to the next thing. Not always. Sometimes life just don't work that way. When you push the button on your television remote and it doesn't come on, maybe you're in the wrong position. Maybe you need to get the laser beam where it needs to go. Maybe the bitch is out of batteries. Whatever the case may be, sometimes things don't work like you think they should, because there are other circumstances in the way. The spider. The spider is about plotting. The spider does not chase down prey. It creates a trap. It creates something in order for things that come near it to be trapped. It plots. It puts them in strategic places. It doesn't just put it out in the middle of the road. There is patience and planning in order to move to the next step or the next stage in your life. Accept that. If you do not, then what you do is you run back and forth, because you go to here, it's not working. Okay, let me go to here, it's not working. Let me go to here, it's not working. You run back and forth between worlds. Meanwhile, you were supposed to have patience in the beginning, plot out your next move, and then accept what happens next. Your shadow card, again, Shell and GL. This is trying to find the balance in the midst of the cold and the storm, trying to be happy in the place that you are right now. It's going to take some patience to go to the next level. 2020 is going to teach everybody about patience one way or the other.
And this ties so perfectly. I get the windfall card. You're waiting. You want this to happen right now. That windfall, that thing that just comes and it rains down on you. I'm hearing SWV, that rain song they used to sing. Rain down on me. Okay, listen. Patience. Like Johnie said, the windfall is here. It's waiting. It's in the back. It's going to pour down. It's going to rain down on you. It's going to give you all the abundance of blessings you want. But have you set that trap to catch it? Otherwise, it's just going to ooze through your hand. Patience is key. Be ready. It's coming. You just got to be ready. You just got to sit. Once again, I felt like you were talking directly to me, Jesus. Okay. Your secret self-care tip is a sweet treat. I know I am not a proponent of eating an entire bag of Snickers. However, go ahead and eat about 10 to 12 of them little mini girls. That's equivalent to 5 Snicker bars if you eat 10 or 12. Just have fun. It's okay. Now, I'm not saying to literally go eat an entire bag of Snickers, but what it's saying is it's okay to indulge in the sweetness of life sometimes.
There you go, Desiree. Patience. Things, it'll align when it's supposed to.
Yep.
There's something bigger at play always.
Always. If you wanted that, got a story about that, but we'll keep going. Sometimes that no is a protection. That not quite yet is a protection. All right, my luscious, luxurious, lovely Leos. My mother was a Leo, God bless her soul. Would always act as tough as she could, but if you farted, you jumped 22 feet in the air. I hear ASAP. I always thought of my mom, and there's this ASAP Rocky song where he says, "Everybody want to play the tough guy till shit pops off." And I just sometimes I love my mother, but that would be my mom. She want to play the tough guy, and the moment shit popped off, she want to do it. But let's take a look at our August, late July, early August Leo babies. I see all those Leos Leos love to claim themselves too. Y'all quit to be like, I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo.
Yes. Leo season. Okay. Leo season. Y'all rule everything.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first, Johnie?
Well, I got obstacles. So here's the thing, Leo. You have the mountain. Sometimes can seem insurmountable. You have the gate. The gate blocks you from the thing that you need to be accomplishing. But then there's poise. Poise is confidence. Nobody has ever accused the Leo of not having confidence. But you are also a human being first. Well, you were a Leo first because it's written in the stars, but you are a human when you brought your behind down here. So what's happening in your situation is you have to realize with patience as well that these things are not obstacles. They're just things in the road. Sometimes a wall is only a wall until you have a ladder. And sometimes a wall is only a wall or a barrier until you have a ladder. So you can go around, you can go through, you can go over. You have the confidence. It is unexpected. Here is your advice. This is life. Life happens to everybody. It's not a bad thing that you have obstacles. It's not a bad thing that you have something you can't get over. It's sometimes, there's a lady that when I was in retail, when something would go wrong with the register, because registers they always break down because it's a machine. Machines do what machines do. And she says, and I would apologize, I'm sorry it's taking so long. She said, don't worry about it. It's probably something interfering or some divine intervention, because maybe I'm missing a rec, or maybe I'm missing a this, or maybe I'm missing a that. Sometimes, again, these are not obstacles. They're just things in the road. You have the confidence to get over them, so do not freak out when you see them. Oh my God, I can't get that accomplished. It's okay. You will. shadow. Let me see.
I think the obstacle for Leos is intentional. Obviously. Okay, water's wet. Didn't this man just explain that entire shit where you know? My brain sharded. I'll hop out of chart again. Obstacles for Leos. This is intentional in this season. Right now, you're supposed to be going through a rebirth. That obstacle is meant to stop you for a minute because you need to sit your behind down. You need to ground with Mama Earth. You need to connect and ask yourself, do I really want the thing that I was trying to chase? Or do I just think I want it? Do I need it or do I want it? And how does this influence my life? Because you may need to sit back and go through this moment of rebirth. This is not an obstacle to stop you from getting something. It's an obstacle to slow you down, to make you better, to take you to the next phase of your life. You would have just gone through and missed the message if you did not have, if something wasn't there stopping you, forcing you to ground yourself and connect so you can come back through this when the obstacle is removed as a new and better person. Okay? How do you know that's true? Because right now it's tapping into you in your solar plexus chakra, trying to give you that divine wisdom. With this rebirth is going to grant you more divine wisdom. You're going to need to be flexible too with your sacral chakra energy. These emotions that you're having, they're ebbing and they're flowing because yes, I'm frustrated. There's an obstacle in front of me. I want to move forward. I want that cheeseburger, but I can't get it because I'm trapped in the car and there's traffic. Take a deep breath. Be flexible. Allow the emotions to come up, but don't give too much weight to them. Okay? Live the experience because this is by design. You're supposed to learn something and do something with this idle time that is a result of this that obstacle, that blockage. With this is coming a greater responsibility. You know why these obstacles are here. You just don't want to face it. You know why they're here. They're here because you really didn't need to go that route. You needed to take the other, more disciplined path to change your life, but you've been caught in a rut. You're doing what you think you should be doing. Shoulda will kill you to death instead of doing what you need to be doing. So take a deep breath, take a step back, and be grateful for these obstacles because they are your opportunity to have your rebirth and your new blessing. And then from Spirit Oracle, you're getting discipline, master teacher. You're going to also come out of this with lessons that you can teach others. This is not time that is going to be, thank you, James. Should have started. I can't even go. You're going to be able to pass. This idle time is going to help you teach others when they get in that same position. You will be able to share your story, your testimony that will help others. Should have started. Put that obstacle.
My shadows are both the same, so I pulled them both. Wisdom. Chokama is the wisdom. Hades. Wisdom. Wisdom. That's what you will walk away with. This is what's going to rule in your situation. It'll be all right.
Yep. You'll be all right. You do you, boo-boo. Just know that when you do you, you're going to come out with all this rebirth, this infinite wisdom. You're going to be good, my friend. You're going to be fantastic. All the Virgos in the house, stand up, shake your booty. Before you shake your booty, let me get some refreshment. Proceed. Oh, my voice cracked. The end of August, September. Virgos. I got a good ass homegirl that's a Virgo. Thank you so much, me, myself, and I. You are so kind. May that generosity come back to you quadruple tonight. Play scratch off. You'll win some money back tonight. Virgos, Johnny, you doing that. I love it when you take that deep breath. I'm like, get some popcorn. I'm like, oh shit, this finna get good.
That's my grounding. Because this one has thrown me here.
Okay, let's work through it.
Okay, keep it. I'll keep it.
Do you want me to go while you work through it, or?
I mean, if you want.
No, go ahead. Thank you, Marie Hart Henson. Made that come back to you quadruple as well. Play a scratch off. You're gonna win $55 tonight.
There's the key. Access. Informations. The wolf is throwing me off. This is beware who you trust. Go the distance. This is perseverance. And then advice is abundance. Virgo, I think what is happening here is your intention is split, thus strained, because these are 4 whole different messages. They don't coincide. I can group it to make one, but it will sound far-fetched. So what is happening is you are going in a direction that has no ending, because it did not start out with a purpose. It did not start out with the correct purpose. The key is access. The wolf is danger. You started out trying to get something. You ended up in the wrong place. Now you are sort of with what they call sunk cost fallacy. Now you have to put more energy into it because you put too much energy into it in the beginning. Now it's the sunk cost fallacy is kind of like what we have with Donald Trump. Is I put my vote and my money into his campaign. I have to believe that something good is going to come out of this. So I'm going to continue to put money into it. I'm going to continue to put effort into it. I'm going to continue to put energy into it because something has to come out of this. That is not the way to abundance. That is the way to burning yourself out because you went the wrong direction in the first place. So you have way too many things going on. You need to come back to center and let all that other stuff go. They will look at you and say, hey, you're abandoning me, or hey, you're abandoning your project, or hey, you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. But this is my shadow card. This is what's sort of lingering behind you. Chess. This is loving thy enemy. But in particular case, the person who is doing the most harm to you is you. Love that person first. Let go of all that other crap. They can say what they want to say because they're going to say it anyway. So you need to take care of you, stop all these other little side projects, trying to get everything in the world, and take care of yourself first. That's what I got.
James Lee, thank you so much for the super chat. May that generosity be returned to you. I'm telling y'all, go play the lotto tonight. That blessing out. But you get your lottery tickets returned. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do the shadow card first because it's going to play off of what you just said, and then I'll go into chakra. So you just ended with the only thing that can hurt you is you, right? Okay. That energy of everything that's going, the most damage that can be done is through yourself. I'm also getting the only thing that can truly confuse you is you. The confusion card. The confusion card isn't so, and you see there's just 3, the alpha and the going from alpha and the omega, right? All the way. And you've got these different shadows, the dark, the gray, the light, all of that in between. That's you. This is the evolution of you and you coming through and connecting to spirit. The only thing that causes confusion in your life is you, how you view the situation. What emotion, in Buddhism, we call it attachment. What attachments do you have to the outcome of these situations, right? If you remove all of that, if you take the blinders off, you cannot be confused. No, Ricky, Bobby, Joey didn't say some confusing stuff. You got in your feelings about what they said with this throat chakra, how they communicated, thinking that what they said was about you. It wasn't about you. It was about them. Because remember, your throat chakra, speaking and hearing divine truth, it can't hurt you unless you allow it to hurt you. Okay? Going with that. Check your home with your root chakra. Abundance is also root chakra work. Okay? So how does your home look? Is that your place where you're seeking refuge, or is that a place that's actually causing a lot of the hurt and anger things that you're going through right now? Okay. And then last but not least, divine consciousness with your crown chakra. Again, if you're connected to source, can't nobody confuse you. Only you can confuse you. Okay. Beware of the Ides of March. Those Ides of March are not other people trying to take you down. That could be you taking yourself down, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Do you have another shadow card that you want to pull, or another card you want to pull, Johnie? I'm going to, this feels, Virgo, y'all feel serious tonight. So let me go ahead and pull a guide card. And this is this message that Johnie delivered and that I tried to kind of help filter in. That was a wake-up call for you. Okay. There was some truth that was delivered in that you needed to hear. And I hope that that message finds you and helps you as you continue to move through and get the answers that you need to shed whatever that is that you're allowing, your confusion that you have for yourself. All right, Jace and Becca, we up next, y'all. Come on, girls. Libra time. I've said this before. I get real nervous when it comes to Libra. Oh, hell. What kind of flim-flammery and bullcrappery is for myself for the month? Like, oh, hell. You know, like, because it's always spot on and accurate. And then I have to, like, finish the reading and act like it didn't hurt my feelings. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the super chat. What's up, A-Girl? Thank you so much. May play lottery ticket tonight, my friend. That's going to come back to you tenfold. I promise you. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet tonight. Thank you for just for hanging out with us on Friday night. All right, Becca, you ready? Jace, you ready? I feel like we're Destiny's Child, but I'm definitely not Beyonce. I'm that one. Jason, Becca, y'all can fight out who wants to be Beyonce and who wants to be Kelly Rowland. I'm that other girl that got kicked out in the very beginning.
Oh no.
Has anybody heard from her in like 15 years? I'm that. I'm that girl. And just a side note, if anybody has never dealt with a Libra, we are not balanced. We just demand balance from everybody else in our lives. Here's what you like, and as I'm getting older, I'm understanding this. How Geminis have two distinct personalities. With Libras, it's two distinct things because you've got your scales. You're either going to have one side or the other. It's never going to be in between. So I either care a whole bunch or I can give negative 14 fucks about a situation. But it's going to be one or the other. It's never going to be in the middle, you know? It's just, you know.
But it's so strange. Well, like it's not strange, but it's well, it could be. How the I guess the counterpart or the compatible part to a Gemini is a Libra or Sagittarius. Mm-hmm. And you have the person that's supposed to be balanced and the person who is definitely not balanced. I know Gemini's in the room. Y'all think y'all balanced, but no, you're not.
You're not.
It's so interesting that, you know, the air signs are not balanced, period.
In the least
air.
You mean Aquarius, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We're not. Like
no, Libra. Me and Aquarius is not the best of friends. So.
I have two really good Aquarius friends, and when I am, because I'm way too nice, And so when I know I'm about to do something that is when I'm going to be too self-sacrificing, I will call my Aquarius friends because they're assholes and they'll bring me back in and they're like, why are you about to do that?
I know a couple of Aquarius and they can sink or swim and I wouldn't really give a crap. I don't hate them, but I'm very indifferent to them. So, fine.
Yeah. It's just, I have a sister who's an Aquarius and that's the thing about Aquarius too, very non-emotional. And so she is actually put her as the executor of my will because I was like, okay, of all of my sisters, who's the one who's going to be able to go through my house and like find things and she wouldn't judge me? And that would be the Aquarius sister. So she walks in and sees like 22 sex toys. She'll be like, oh, that's just Adrian. Okay, moving on.
The Aquarius I know.
Yeah. Because okay, Johnny, which sister would you rather have walk into your house and find the sex toys? The Aquarius sister or the Pisces?
Well, see, I have an Aquarius and a Taurus who behaves like a fire sign. That's fine.
Here I go.
I do have two sisters, and I don't want either one of them coming in my room finding nothing. I have nieces come right on in. They're the kids, but even though they're all grown now, but come right on it because we have a different kind of conversation with me and them. Like, they know I give zero fucks because I don't have none. So and then they get me, and they all know about all this. So it's
if I had to, I don't even know why I'd care. And guys, I mean, sex toys figuratively, right? But like, who of all the sisters, like, who's gonna look at the tarot cards and the singing bowls and all these do what they need to do? The Pisces sister,
like, oh my God.
I do.
Like, even from up here, bitch, don't judge me.
Basically, what?
Because I'm in ethereal form now. Don't make me come to your house and see what you got.
Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wake you up in the middle of the night and have you pee in the bed. You have my hair now, so don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I'm just saying. I don't know how we got on that tangent. Oh, talk about all of our counter signs. But yes,
Libra. Are we doing Libra?
Yeah, we are not balanced. We're different. So go ahead and go first, Johnny, if you want. Then I can go, or I can go. You pick.
So sometimes there is something in front of your face that is very hard to see because you can't see the forest for the trees type of deal. That is what's happening here. There is the sun. There's some exposure. There's some illumination. And the spider again, meticulous. Then you have fork in the road. This is assessment, trying to figure out what lane to go in. But this is not confusion. This is assessment. That means you stand here at the fork sign, as you see there with the little sign there of which way to go. You look down that road. You look down that road. You don't go either way until you figure out which way is best. So this is detail and assessment. Detail with the spider. The spider web is very intricate sometimes. So this is detailed. The details are there. You just need to accept them and see them. Release and then act. This is also releasing yourself from your binds, releasing yourself from that web, releasing yourself from that eternal decision. At some point, you need to decide. But you do need to get the details first. It is very hard to see through glass. So you need to make sure that whatever it is that you are trying to do, you get the details and then decide. That's what I get.
Before I go, let me go ahead and take another sip because that hit.
Yes. Shadow is nobility and self-realization. You got this. Just act. Just do it. Arthur, King Arthur, champion of Avalon. You got this. Because this thing is meant for you. Because that's what King Arthur's story is. He pulled the sword out of the stone. Other people couldn't figure out how to do it. He just walked up and did it. But this is something that was meant for you. So you will find the right road. Don't put so much thought into it. I know it's not a very air sign thing to do because
are you not talking to an air sign?
We tend to overthink.
Yeah.
But that's something else you have to release from. Because the longer you think about something, the more crap you put into it that wasn't originally there. It's like, well, what if I do this and then it leads to that, this. Okay, but none of that stuff exists. In this situation, assess and decide. Don't create and then decide, because then you're going to F yourself up. So assess and decide. You have this. This is meant for you.
As Valerie said, oh, no. You're making Libras decide on something. As indecisive as we can be, we will overanalyze and look at that fork in the road for 82 goddamn years and decide which to try to
go down one it eventually.
Okay. I'm going to tie into that. Libras, how are you going to be able to make that decision? Get yourself out of that spider web mindset, the trap that you put yourself into, the meticulation of the details, right? You have, like Johnie said, what's meant for you is you. Your inner strength. Believe in yourself. You have it. Remember, it may take a little bit longer. It may take a different path than how you thought it would look like, but can't nothing for you be taken from you. You just can't. So know that, trust that, and use your inner strength and your solar plexus chakra to help manifest that. Okay, well then if I'm still kind of pissing on myself and I'm scared to do it, what is another tip or trick I can do? Call on your guides and your angels. Not only do they live around you, but they also can come in you through your solar plexus chakra and help give you that strength to continue to do it. Okay, family. This is root chakra. Family isn't always your birth family, your blood family. Family can be a group of people, a support system, a group, a tribe, because this is all tribal, that is going to help you get through. Okay, if you cannot, Libras, we're notorious for doing this. I'm about to speak to every Libra in the room. We will have a decision up here. We don't know whether to shit or get off the pot. We will call everybody in our tribe to retell the story to see if we're missing something, if we're lining up. And it may come across as neurotic, and it kind of is, because it's already up here. We've already made the decision. We're just trying to make sure that we don't, like Johnie said, F ourselves, right? Stop wearing down and putting that on your family and your tribe to help you. Use that inner strength and trust yourself. However, if you do not trust yourself, your shadow there is going to be some challenges. I always say, you always go wrong when you do not listen to that little birdie that's in your ear from your gut. Trust yourself. Listen to yourself. Otherwise, all the troubles that you're trying to avoid, you'll end up bringing them to you if you do not trust yourself. You listen to yourself first. We got all the answers we need. We just need to crap or get off the pot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like being petty. Let me pull a petty card. What message? Okay, whatever the situation is that Johnie talked about that we're trying to work through. What's the Johnie gave us the beautiful answer. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny Blair, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, Johnie gave us the preacher, beautiful, spiritual answer. Give us the petty answer to whatever this little situation is when need to work out.
Because there's always a shadow.
Always a shadow.
To the light.
Oh, this is kind of fun. Good shit is about to happen. However, this is so Libra. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Libra, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't let you ruin you. There's this beautiful, there's a song by Soundgarden. I love alternative music. Don't judge me. I feel like I'm stuck in the night. I'm like stuck in the 90s. It's called Blow Up the Outside World. And one of the lyrics is, nothing can kill me before I kill myself. Nothing can do me in until I've done myself. Nothing outside hurts you but you.
Mm-hmm.
Stacey A, thank you so much. You're welcome for the petty card. Some good shit's about to happen, Stacey. Just don't let you mess your shit up.
Because you will be the one to do it.
Scorpio. We just got no, we didn't get out of your season. I don't know. Apparently I don't own a calendar. Scorpio, end of October through November. My daddy's a Scorpio. What's good for y'all in December? The best Scorpio line ever comes from my father, Donald Richard Coleman. When I said, Daddy, how are you trying to, because he's in Georgia, and I'm like, Georgia, they don't, thanks to Brian Kemp, they don't believe in COVID. It's like coronavirus is not happening in Georgia because they all up on each other, not wearing masks. Magic City. I have a good friend, I kid you not, over Thanksgiving, posted a picture on her Instagram of her eating buffalo wings at Magic City. I'm like, you eating chicken wings at the strip joint in the middle of coronavirus.
You go ahead.
So I asked my daddy, I'm like, Daddy, how are you keeping everybody at work 6 feet away from you? He goes, I just eat a lot of beans and bananas. He's like, every day, eat some beans and bananas.
You don't want a reputation, though.
73, he don't care. He's retired. This is a little part-time gig. He's like beans and bananas.
I heard that.
It's like, that is so disgusting. So disgusting. I love, how did I come from your seed? That is so good. No, don't encourage him, Debbie. Not good for him. Put beans and bananas in a 7-3.
He's staying safe.
Poland.
That's all in here.
Because you know what's going to happen next? He's going to shark.
Mustard gas the room.
Thank you so much, QQ. My stomach hurts from all this laughing. All right, so what you got for Scorpio, Johnie?
So Scorpio. Okay. So we start with the mice. This is worry, anxiety. Mm-hmm. Then you have chaos and conflict. Then you have the golem. Then you have the unexpected. Scorpio, just stay in the house.
Scorpio, you're in trouble, girl.
Just stay in the house. Just stay in the house. Just stay in the house.
Oh, stay in the house until December 22nd.
Shadow is Netza. This is endurance. Just stay in the house. It's telling you just stay in the house. The mice is anxiety. Then you have chaos and conflict. Now, the theme of these readings tonight has always been centered on you. You are the one, because you are you. You are the catalyst to all of the crap that is going on, or that you respond to, I should say, because, you know, every problem in the world is not your own. But there is a propensity to overreact. Here with the worry and the stress, it can cause chaos and conflict. The golem is manipulation. This is you also being afraid, because the golem is a person who is like a friend, ride or die, but they are easy to manipulate because they're so loyal that they'll do anything you say. So there seems to be also here with the unexpected card, a feeling that maybe the walls are closing in, or maybe that something is going to go wrong, and you have a worry about something on the outside world. It is very hard to change the mind of a person who has convinced themselves that something is wrong. So this is why I say just stay at home, because I think this in particular message of don't worry falls on deaf ears, because don't worry is very easy for a person to say who's not in your situation. Because I am speaking from a place where I can tell you that worry is not going to help you, but you're going to be in that situation to where you think this is all that I got, because something is closing in on me, or something is going wrong on the outside world, or something. It's always something. It's always something. Chaos and conflict. So there's no convincing you that it's okay, but maybe I can convince you to just stay at home. Because if it can't get you, then it can't get you, and you have nothing to worry about. But I say don't worry. That's the real message. But you know, do you, boo.
You do you, boo, because it's so easy. Like you were saying, Johnny, it's so true. It's so easy from the outside looking in, telling somebody not to worry when we don't ever want to seem trite or disrespectful. And it's like, you know, we're trying to be supportive, but I'm also not in your place. I know what worry is. That shit is real. It can grip you. So have your emotions and understand, you know, it's okay. But also, Scorpio and danger, girl, stay in the house. Stay in the house. So what can you do to bide the time while you're sitting in this worry, this mice energy, this worry energy? Tap into your heart chakra with play. Okay, find something enjoyable, playful. Look at the dolphins. They swimming, girl. They swimming, and they swimming, girl. They swimming. Find something to help take your mind. You will never be able to completely take your mind off of your worries, because that worry is going to be in your molecular DNA at the moment. But how can you incorporate love in your life? How can you surround yourself with love? Love is the best antidote to stress and to worry. Love is the kryptonite to stress and to fear, that fear frequency. Find some playtime. Bring out an old board game, Chutes and Ladders. Uno is something you can do to help push that worry aside. Also, tap into your third eye chakra with visualization. Visualize the outcome that you want so you can manifest it. That's all third eye chakra work, with visualization. Once you are able to get out that house, start visualizing before you get out that house the outcome that you want. Okay? And then how do you visualize? How do you get there? Tap into that crown chakra with meditation. Because also the beautiful thing about meditation, it causes you to do breath work. It causes you to be still. There is a physical benefit to meditation. Your heart rate lowers. It's beneficial to your nervous system. Okay, it'll help bring you the peace that you need. Your challenge card, your shadow card that I'm getting is this accomplishment card again. Okay. Something that you wanted to accomplish may have not come to fruition. You're probably seeing it circling the drain right now. Again, temporary setback. Focus on the small things, these little small notches that help all come together to get that, there we go, that trophy. Okay, so take stock and appreciate the little things that helped you get there. It will help you get there in the future. I love this card because I'm sitting on the top. We're going to pull another card. You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Don't just use it for dumb shit. Okay? Don't let your mouth get you in trouble. Your voice is powerful. Be Beyonce and use it for some good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Use that throat chakra to speak that divine truth to build you up, not fuck you up. That is Scorpio. Let's get into some Sagittarius. I saw some Saggies in there. Y'all were like, wait, oh my God, I'm getting nervous. What's going to happen for Sagittarius?
Oh, what's flying out of here? Well, we'll keep it. That's nice. We'll do nice cards now.
Sagittarius. Do I have any Sagittarius in my life? Oh, my grandmother, hello, whose birthday I just freaking missed.
I had one. They were very demanding, though.
That would be my grandmother, yes. Again, who calls me at 1:43 on a Tuesday. Why aren't you answering the phone?
See, they were a phone caller, too, and like Sagittarius is supposed to be, my compatible side, but no, I think I'm just a different kind of person, is all. And people don't understand me when they come into my life. And so then they try to associate with me like they associate with other people. And then it doesn't work. And then they blame me. And
it's like you can't, first of all, failure number one, stop putting people in buckets. Oh, Lord Jesus. I was going to go on a tangent, but this is not a dating advice show. So, oh, Jesus. What you got for
Sagittarius, there is an ending. You got the coffin. You got the gate. You got mending. You got fear. Let them go, whoever it is. They're not good for you in the first place. All what is it? All skinfolk ain't kinfolk, or all kinfolk ain't skinfolk, or something like that. But everybody that is in your life is not for you. Let's go back to the tree. You have the roots, the branches, the leaves. Everybody is not a root. This is not you dying or nothing like that. But there is somebody's holding you back here at the gate. You need to end them. The mending is for you. This is for you to now heal and grow. Yes, you can be afraid. You can. So, okay. In this here card, the fear, it may look like this person here is the one who is afraid, because they have this dark witch around them, and she's got the birds and all that kind of jazz going on. But I implore you to look at this in a different way too. Why does she need a cage? The birds are on a string. Why do you need a cage? Maybe the birds are the one that's afraid. Maybe they don't want to go into the cage. Maybe they want to be released from someone's control. Whoever that is blocking you, be released from their control. Sometimes it is hard to see their control because they might be your mother. They might be your cousin. They might be your boss. They might be your best friend. And you think that's my best friend. But there is a certain again, go back to that golem card. That's a person who's so loyal that they cannot see that they're being abused. This is not love and acceptance. This is you being on a string with the threat of a cage. So break free from that person and you'll be all right.
That's heavy. I love that card. Did you put the card away? That's heavy.
She's shielded. You see all this darkness around? She has light. She's shielded. She's not the one afraid. Well, she could be. I mean, that's how the card has traditionally worked. But my spirit told me to point out all these other little things, and there you go. She's surrounded in light. They're on a string, threatened with the cage. There's your fear. The shadow is the angel of song. Be released. This is like the judgment card.
Yeah.
Be released from your vine. Be released from your corpse. That thing that is no longer serving you. Be released from that.
And it's interesting because the shadow card that I'm getting, so I'm working backwards again, is sadness. What sadness are you trying to run away from or hide? Are you keeping those birds in a cage to fulfill you because they're beautiful and they're your friends and they're trying to keep you from being sad? And that's why you won't release them and let them go. Eventually they're going to have to go or they're going to die being caged like that. You can run away from sadness all you want to, but it will still follow you until you face what's causing you to be sad. Okay? You can't run from it. You're going to have to deal with it at some point. May feel like it's going to kill you. Probably won't. Okay? Seeing, third eye chakra. What are you trying to avoid looking at? What are you trying to avoid going deeper into? Okay? This is about perception. This is about truth, knowledge, and clarity. You cannot ask for clarity and then try to close your eyes to not see what's coming. Don't work that way, boo-boo kitty. You can try. You do you, boo-boo, but that's not going to work. Don't ask for the clarity and then cover your eyes. You need to see something, see it for what it is at face value. For sexuality this time, I'm actually getting you being, how do I put this? You cannot, almost said something very vulgar. It's my channel. I'm going to say it anyway.
Say it anyway.
You cannot fuck your way out of sadness.
Yep.
It don't work that way. You can't hump your way out of sadness. Sex is a thing. It is not the cure. It is not, sex is not the intimacy. It's the action. It's the animalistic carnage. It's the thing. It is not the intimacy. The intimacy is the connection with the person. That sacral chakra work. You cannot hump your way out of sadness. You just can't. Had a really good friend who tried that for 15 years. The result was a lot of loneliness and a couple prescriptions for Valtrax. Just does not work that way. Okay? And then last but not least, honesty. Be honest. What I'm hearing for you guys is with that throat chakra, with speaking and listening to divine truth, that truth needs to start with you first. Stop lying to yourself. Stop speaking negatively about yourself to you. Cat Williams, the best joke he ever said was, it is your self-esteem. How can I mess up an esteem about you? That's how you feel about you. Okay? Stop.
It's called self-esteem.
Kind of fuck about how you feel about you, you simple bitch. Okay? Stop lying to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Okay? And that's going to help you, again, take them. Didn't you say something earlier about mask too, like revealing the mask?
Taking it off.
Stop hiding behind the lies to cover up the sadness. And then your Sacred Self-Care Oracle fun card is energy work. In this chat, you got like 19 that I know of energy healers. Reach out to one of them and book a session. Get your chakras in order, girl.
It is not to intrude.
Go ahead.
It is just as important as your physical and emotional health.
Absolutely.
Because it is right in between and it is tied to both. Because when they are, I started using this word, when they are undercharged, everything else is thrown off. And I mean everything. Because your life is tied to them. And so make sure you take care of that too. Don't just go and say, oh, I have a cough. So when you have a cough, you go get you some cough medicine. When you have nice words, when you have a messed up experience.
You know, good goddamn well, you can cuss like a drunken sailor.
You know what was happening? Is I got in my drunk uncle bag because I'm sitting here with my drink and I'm thinking I'm doing all this talking. It's like, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. You know what you need to be doing. And like, let me put this down. That's what was happening. I transformed into a whole nother person just there.
But I love it though. Come with it.
And it's always water too. That's interesting.
But there ain't nothing in that cup.
It makes me go into that drunk uncle thing. And it's not a mean uncle. It's that one who sits on the porch and he got a wealth of knowledge, but he drunk as hell.
Uncle Rufus.
Mm-hmm.
Or Uncle Junebug or John Leroy.
He always got a good old country name.
But I mean, you were preaching. Tell the tale, Johnny. And Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Made that generosity be returned to you tenfold. Johnny, go. You were preaching a good preach about them chakras, girl. Go ahead. I ain't gotta say nothing. I'm gonna just sit back and co-sign on that mother.
But when you go and you get you some cough medicine for your cough, and you get you some leg medicine for your leg, and you get ashy medicine for your ash, why don't you go and get your and I understand that people don't realize that, oh, my chakra is messed up, because that's not something that nobody teaches you. But I will say this now: when you are aware, you are responsible, because now you got the knowledge and you carrying it around with you. Just like Adrian just said, you can ask for clarity, but do not close your eyeballs. Open your eyeballages and see because people do this all the time. Oh, God, help me. Oh, God, give me a sign. Oh, God, give me a this, when the way out of this has been in front of you the whole time. So what you need to do, Uncle Willie, there you go. That's my actual family. So what you need to do is you need to listen to that inside when it's telling you something is jacked up.
Yep.
And then the first thing you need to do, get these charged, get your chakras charged, and then go get you whatever else you need for the physical and the emotional. But start there. That's my aim. I ain't been to nobody doctor school nowhere, but this is what I'm telling you to do. Listen to me.
Again, there's 19 readers. I just went back and counted again. That I y'all don't think I be peeping y'all. I peep y'all. Reach out to one of them. As a healer, I go to a healer. That's just how we do. That's how you have to work it. Remember the story I told you earlier? My friend who experimented on me had never heard of chakras many years ago. Hey, that's not a real stomach ache, right? That's because you can't get your shit together. Changed my life changing. So that was a good word. Thank you, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
We got one left. Capricorns. We're about to be in y'all season. That's another sign. I swear for Lord, in 19 Eskimos. My Capricorn friends, it's not even y'all season yet. It's almost Capricorn season turn. 12 freaking days. Calm down. Oh, Lord Jesus. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us so far this 2 hours and 9 minutes. It has been so much fun. We are almost there. Thank you, Larry Girl, for announcing all of the signs as we go. I appreciate it. Thank you, Depleted Uranium Cowboy, for your super chat. You are so incredibly sweet. Thank you. Let's get into this Capricorn energy. I got a lot of married into and blood relatives that are Capricorns. God bless them. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was about to be like, that's too damn. Solar plexus chakra. So whenever I get a card that is the base of the card in this deck, that basically tells me your entire solar plexus is fucked up. It's not something specific. It's like
the whole thing.
Put this in a washing machine, wash it, hang it up to dry, because you need to start all over. Okay. Solar plexus chakra. Are you charged this? That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Ask yourself when you're doing something, your solar plexus chakra is your house of power. Why am I doing what I'm about to do? Why am I doing what I'm about to do? That is such a beautiful question, because what it's going to do is it's going to help you assess. Do I need to be more aggressive? Do I need to be more passive? Because what's going to end up happening is somewhere they're going to scrunch together and you're going to be that nice balance of assertiveness. Wash your solar plexus chakra, dust it off. It's a little dusty. Unfortunately, so is your throat chakra. Same question. Instead of what am I about to do? Why am I doing what I'm about to do? What do I need to say, and why am I saying it? Am I saying to benefit a situation, or am I saying it to tear something down? For every action, and this is what I'm getting, actually, it's a beautiful message. Thank you, Spirit. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You need to balance that and realize that right now. You may have been going out too loose with the law, doing whatever you need to do, and not assessing that for everything you do, there's karma. It's going to come back some way, shape, or form. So watch that. Why am I doing what I'm about to do? Why am I saying what I'm about to say? And then crown chakra, get that inspiration through source. Stop looking to Junebug, Cletus, and Ricky. And that inspiration actually needs to come from source, from spirit. Stop looking into yourself too. You need to have a divine spirit moment. Go ahead and I'll match my shadow card when you do your shadow.
Well.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I get as you said, why am I doing this? Mm-hmm. There's some assessment that needs to happen here. And there is, again, there's just a new way that you need to be looking at things. Not you, me. I talk to myself in the third person, yes. The mice is worry and takeaway. But when I picked it, I heard buzzard. And so so the buzzard or the vulture or something of that nature, like maggots and flies, they serve a purpose. The African plains would be riddled with carcasses if it were not for vultures. They come in there, they clean up basically what's left behind. And there are no people here. This is discarded. This is stuff that you didn't think enough to preserve or to place elsewhere. This is just out on the table. It's out in the middle of somewhere or out in the middle of nowhere. Why am I doing this thing? There is a purpose. Again, we go back to that happy, happy card, but there is a lock. You are on the inside. You have to assess. Third eye. You have to also connect to your inner psychic. You hear the moon card, even though this deck is all based upon the moon, but the moon card in the tarot can be deep thoughts and subconscious and things of that nature. Creation, going back to spirit, going back to source, sometimes doing a simple thing of just prayer. Caduceus. The caduceus is one of those, the symbols that I guess get misinterpreted. This is not health. That's not what the caduceus means. The caduceus is the staff of Hermes Trismegistus. This is the god of communication. And also Mercury, which is the planet of communication. So this is about communication. When you see it in the tarot, it's on the Two of Cups, I believe. That's about commerce. That's about two people coming together to do business, not necessarily love. And so there is some communication with creation, with creator, that you need to unlock the inside of you and look at things a little differently. Why am I doing this? Assess first. Think about that first before you start just doing stuff. And then I have Shell and GL again. This is being happy in a place of unhappiness. This is assessment. Look at your surroundings and realize that not all is lost.
That goes well with the challenge card. Challenges. How do I put this? I'm trying to find a nice way to put this. Wow, this is okay. We all go through shit in life. That is called life. We chose this. We chose to come down on this earth, in this body, in this plane, in this time. Part of that contract we signed was we were going to go through some shit, y'all. It's not easy, okay? But you have to remember, Capricorn, your challenges do not define you. They can help shape you and grow from them, but they do not define you. If you've been beaten up, that does not mean you've had a hard life and oh, woe is me and I ain't never gonna get right or get anything. It just means you're human just like the rest of us. And we all go through something at some time. I don't want to say victim frequency and blah, 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 victimization. I'm choosing strategically and purposefully not to use that language. That has a bad connotation because then I'm going to put you further into that void, right? Just remember that you signed up to come down on this life in this time, in this earth, in this plane. And you were going to, fortunately, actually, not even unfortunately, but fortunately, you're going to go through some shit. Because guess what? That means you're alive, my dude. That means you've got air to breathe. You've got people around you to go through that shit. So just remember that the silver lining is there if you choose to see it.
I once felt sorry for a man who had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet.
He had no foots.
There's somebody always worse off than you.
Yep.
Guarantee you there's a person who would love to have your problems over theirs.
Well,
Indeed, it was.
That was fun. I'm tickled pink. I really enjoyed that. Because it was. I like doing it live. It's.
I used to actually hate doing horoscope readings. That's why I don't do them anymore. But this was fun. I like this. I like the way we did this. I would do this. This is fun.
You know what that means, right? You just signed
you next month
to do that.
I will see you next month, ma'am.
That means in January, Johnie and I will see you for Capricorn season.
Yes, we will.
Because, you know, if we can go from sharding, I didn't mean to say that like we're tricky. If we can survive my Freudian slip earlier with Shart and get through this heavy ass message with challenges and Capricorn, you need to, you know, eat a bowl of dicks and get over it. We can do this. We're okay. We got this. I'm sorry, it just came out. It just came out, but it's my channel. I can say whatever I want tonight. Okay, honestly, in all seriousness, you guys. By the way, that's not my phrase. That's Ice-T. I stole that from the rapper Ice-T.
I've never heard such a thing. That was hilarious.
Well, I'll tell you how that came about. Guys.
Not a bowl of them, though.
In a bowl of dicks. So,
oh, God.
All seriousness, you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this was fun for your Friday night. Sometimes we just need to laugh. We need to laugh. We need to do something other than a political reading. We just need to, you know, we just need to body yada 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 and just laugh. So thank you guys. Johnie said we will see y'all in January. So we'll figure out a time and date and let you guys know when that's happening. To my moderators, Jason, Larry, girl, thank you guys so very much.
Jason's behind.
What'd you say?
Jason's behind. She's watching the video. She's not live, watching it live, because she's commented on stuff we read 20 minutes ago. Get this eventually.
I'm going to catch up, girl. I'm going to need you to catch up. Larry, girl, thank you for reminding me. You guys, you have a few more hours until midnight to enter for the red lentil drawing. If you want to know more about that, just go to my community tab. I will announce the winner tomorrow on the community tab. Good luck to you ahead of time, to all the super donors, super chats. Play the lotto tonight, because I just want that to come back to you tenfold. Johnie, thank you so very much.
Well, thank you.
I appreciated this. I enjoyed it. You guys take care of yourself first. Take care of this energetic body first. Bump everybody else. Tell them to eat a hot bowl of dicks if they get on your nerves. I just wanted to make Johnie laugh.
Oh, I'm so saying that off camera. I'm so saying to somebody. I don't know. I might just go pick a fight just so I can say it to somebody.
Please record it so I can see it. All right, guys. Until the next time, please take care. Bye.